So I want to thank Bridgerton for making married sex hot again. Hello, light menders. Okay, so I did some time ago a Therapist Reacts Raw to Bridgerton. I'd never seen it. They just pulled some clips and I reacted to it. And you all said, Jono, you've got to watch Bridgerton. So I did. Mended Light. All right, so let's talk about the love story of Daphne and Simon. There's actually a video that recaps their love, and I'm going to watch it, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on their relationship, healthy versus unhealthy. And if you haven't watched Bridgerton, it's like Regency era England in a fictional universe where the white king of England marries a black woman and thereby kind of eradicates racial tensions throughout the kingdom and brings peace and prosperity, interracially. So, but other than that, it's very much Regency era, very prim, very proper, very wait for marriage, for sex, or if you're having sex before marriage, it's all very hush-hush or very scandalous. And here's Daphne and Simon, and he wants to be left alone because all the moms in town want him to marry their daughters, and he doesn't want to marry because he promised his father, his abusive father, that the line would end with him, that he would not have any children, just to spite his father because his father only valued him because he was a male heir, and his father treated him terribly for his flaws and his stuttering and his imperfections. Meanwhile, Daphne is also looking to get people off of her back about getting married. It's more complicated than that if you've seen the show, but I'm simplifying. But here we go.
I suppose if someone were to find me here, it would be one way out of marrying him.
Oh, you cannot possibly be thinking of marrying him.
If I'm unable to secure another offer, there may be no alternative. Unlike you, I cannot simply declare I do not wish to marry. I do not have such a privilege.
Right, because you gotta get married so someone can take care of you, because that's
To form an attachment.
the era.
With you in my arm, the world will believe I have finally found my Duchess. If this is to work, you must appear madly in love.
It is an absurd plan.
I find it quite brilliant. Provided you do not wish to marry me, and I do not wish to marry you, whatever should you have to lose?
Is it awful that I'm enjoying it?
My wild jealousy.
Fooling Lady Whistledown. She knows everything about everyone, even the Queen, and yet we have her utterly convinced that we are mad for each other.
Lady Whistledown is a gossip
Indeed
columnist
we are.
in that era, and which sounds like, okay, big whoop, but when reputation was everything to everybody, and scandal, people thrive on it and tearing each other down so they can build each other up, Lady Whistledown had incredible power in the kingdom as a gossip columnist, and they're doing this in part they're pretending to be in love and pretending to be engaged to fool her, and here we go.
What happens between...
But there's undeniable attraction.
There's a natural continuation.
Now, I can't relate. I've never faked being in love
When you are
with
alone.
somebody before, but
When
I do
I'm
know
sleeping.
When you touch
the
yourself,
idea of
you are
feeling
alone.
drawn to somebody irresistibly that you never expected to be drawn to or planned to be drawn to.
Anywhere in your body, anywhere that gives you pleasure.
Pheromones are powerful stuff, folks.
Especially between your legs. Your brother was correct. I am and always will be a rake. So before I corrupt...
A rake is a scoundrel. He's saying, stay away from me on bad news. And she's like, I'll decide what I want myself.
I thought you and I were friends.
We were never friends.
But he's embarrassed and humiliated her, and she's storming off. But this is like the lover's lane. If you're here, it's illicit because people go here to hook up.
Stop!
And they don't want to be caught here because it looks really bad.
You cannot tell me what to do.
Daphne.
She's a virgin. He's not because he's a scoundrel. Hey, light menders, maybe you're overwhelmed with life, the expectations of others, and your responsibilities. It could be that you're not sure how to get your life or your family working the way you want, and you feel powerless to change any of it. We hear you, loud and clear. That's why we've designed a low-cost Mended Light membership site to give you an affordable, self-guided option for trauma recovery, emotional health, and stronger relationships. You'll get access to courses such as Closeness Through Conflict, Connecting with Personality Types, couples foundations, family councils, love languages and beyond, how to blend families, hope after divorce, growing through grief, healthy dating, parenting for personal worth, trusting and restoring trust, sexuality, intimacy and the higher self, anxiety, sadness, and finding your power, creating the life you want, and many more. All of these courses are available or coming soon to the membership site with a new course every month. What's more, every month Alicia and I offer live Q&As with members where we answer your burning questions about trauma recovery, how to have healthy relationships, and how to improve your mental health. And we have a Book of the Month Club, where you can join us as we read, then talk about a different book to help us all along in our growth and healing. And did I mention the giveaways? Every month, we select winners from among our members for free Mended Light merch, gift cards, virtual lunches with Alicia and I, vacations, cruises, and more. Sign up for your Mended Light membership today with no sign-up or cancellation fees. Why wait to heal? Why wait to feel brave and whole? Get started now by clicking below. They've got this chemistry.
My most sincere apologies.
But she wants him so bad. Of course she does, because he's going to be the new James Bond. I'm calling it. I need this. So then they're going to get hot and heavy because Netflix. And her brother's going to come catch them. But this is all new for her. And her brother's going to insist you have to marry her now. Otherwise, you'll tarnish her good name. Because that was, you know, and like in certain cultures today, if you're hooking up, you got to marry.
You'll marry her. We can only hope that no one saw you take such liberties and that my sister is safe. Further mortification. You will marry her.
Brother!
I cannot marry her.
What possible reason could you have to condemn me to shame and reproach? Do you truly hold me in such low regard?
It is because I regard you so highly that I cannot marry you.
She doesn't know much about sex or how things work, but he's convinced her that he is unable to have children.
It is your dream to be a mother, is it not? To have a household full of love and laughter.
You
Like
deserve
the
to
one
have a
you've known all
family
your life.
full of love and laughter like the family you were raised in.
You deserve nothing less. You deserve everything your heart desires.
He's being honest, but he's also lying because he actually can sire children. He just doesn't want to. He hates himself, and he believes he'd be a terrible husband and a terrible father. He doesn't want to be like his dad. Maybe some of you can relate. I don't want to be like my parents.
Duke and I are to be married.
But through plot machinations. I mean, she said, not plot machinations, she says, we're going to get married. And she holds him to his word, so they get married. But he wants her. Oh, sorry, we're gonna skip this too. It's not too hot and heavy because we're gonna skip from 5:15 to 5:50. Okay. So they marry. He does want her, and he does love her, at least in the sense of attachment or attraction. But here's the thing: real love isn't just attachment or attraction or affection. It's honesty.
You want me to stop?
And he's thrilled that she's happy just with him because
Do you want me to stop?
she thinks they can't have kids. Then she discovers, oh no, he's just been pulling out to keep her from getting pregnant.
It thrills me that you are satisfied with our married life as it is. Just the two of us.
I have all that I want just here.
How did I earn such luck?
That I do not know. I trusted you more than anyone in this world, and you took advantage. You seized an opportunity, and so I did the very same.
Told you I cannot give you children.
Cannot.
So she climbs on top and keeps him from pulling out. And then he's freaking out because he's like, you could get pregnant. And she's like, aha! I thought you said we couldn't have kids. And she knew. And so some people will say, was that wrong of her? Here's the thing. Yes. I mean, a lot of people will say in the comments, like, this is a form of sexual assault, like against his will. You know, he said no and this and that. And that's true. 100% true. In the context of the show, like, it's not a justified action. And the show doesn't say she's right. The show just says she made this choice. And we make choices out of fear, out of hurt, out of anger, out of pain. And the choices hurt other people. And those choices we're not saying they're right, I'm just saying we're human. And I'm not trying to justify, I'm saying that how do we reconcile? How they reconcile is by seeing each other's humanity. How do they reconcile? She realizes that he lied out of fear because he didn't want to get married or have kids because he didn't want to become a terrible husband and father like his father. He lied because he believed that he couldn't provide real love for somebody else. He didn't think, he just saw himself, the reason he was a rake, a scoundrel, the reason for that is because in his eyes, that's all he was ever going to be. He didn't believe he could be more. He thought he was a loser. And when she sees that, even though his lies and deception aren't justified, it helps her to forgive. And in his case, he doesn't justify and say it was okay what she did, but he recognizes the place of pain that it came from. And that allows him to forgive her, to heal and to move forward, which we'll get to in a second.
That was all I ever wanted. Tell me why you were so adamant.
Because I swore a long time ago that I would never sire a child.
I do not understand.
My father cared more about the continuation of the Hastings line than anything in the world. More than my mother. More than me. And so I made a vow that his efforts would be in vain. That the line would die with me.
I presume your plans to separate from her
And she
grace
says,
have not yet
you hate your
changed.
father more than you love me. And he's like, ooh, ouch. So he's going to
Pride,
separate from
your
Daphne,
grace.
even though they're married.
It'll cost you everything and leave you with nothing.
I know why you made that vow to your father. I found the letters you wrote to him as a child, and I read them.
Daphne.
Just because something is not perfect does not make it any less worthy of love. Your father made you believe otherwise. He made you believe that you needed to be without fault in order to be loved, but he was wrong. Should you need any proof of the matter, then look just here. I am tired of pretending. And I cannot continue acting as if I do not love you. Because I do. I love all of you. Even the parts that you believe are too dark and too shameful. Every scar, every flaw, every imperfection. I love you. You may think you are too damaged and too broken to ever allow yourself to be happy, but you can choose differently, Simon. You can choose to love me as much as I love you. That should not be up to anyone else. That cannot be up to anyone else. It can only be up to you.
I do not want to be alone. I know that now.
One of the all-time great speeches in any medium right there. And that's what love is. We often confuse attraction for love, or affection for love, or attachment for love. But what makes love love is the total acceptance of another person. That's not to say that if there are behaviors that are hurtful, that we don't change them and evolve and grow to meet our partner's needs. I'm not saying we just accept each other as we are and there's no growth. What I am saying is that if you love somebody, you see where they are in their journey and say, I love and accept you as you are now. And I support you in becoming who you will become. But you don't have to wait to work all your kinks out for me to love and accept you. And that's what she offers him, and he's never had it before, and it's liberating. The type of thing that we can give other people, that we see them and we love them and we accept them. And then when they change, it's not out of fear, it's not out of duty, it's just out of love.
I do not want to be alone. I know that now. But what I do not know is how to be the man you need me to be. The man you truly deserve. I do not know how to do this.
You stay. You stay, and we get through this. Together. If we do this, then...
And nothing else will matter.
So I want to thank Bridgerton for making married sex hot again. So often in TV shows, like once you're married, the fire goes out, right? But that's not true to real life or to happy, healthy marriage. I mean, a healthy, committed relationship, people tend to have statistically the most satisfying sex when they're in a healthy, committed relationship with somebody because they feel safe, they feel seen, they feel known, right? And they feel cherished. And Bridgerton gave us that, so thank you. I think that is healthy and it's beautiful. We all deserve love by virtue of being human, and we can all give that to each other. It doesn't have to be romantic, but we can give each other love and acceptance. It's true, if there are behaviors that are hurtful, we may say, I can't have you in my life because I have to love myself as well and keep myself safe. But people change more when they're loved than when they're judged and when they're shamed. They change more because they want to, because someone believes in them, than when they're guilted or when they're afraid. Daphne and Simon, beautiful love story. I'm a fan of Bridgerton. I think it's awesome. And I want to thank you all for joining me today. What has helped you to give and show real love to the people in your life? Who has given you true acceptance and truly seen you? Have you ever had that? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to learn more about what unconditional love looks like, Alicia and I cover the book Real Love and Post-Childhood Stress Disorder as part of our monthly book club in our membership, in our Mended Light membership. There's also online courses, video courses, and monthly live Q&As there, and so you can check that out. There's a link in the comments below. If you need support in your life, go to mendedlight.com and meet with a member of our team. Now, I was talking about healthy married sex or healthy committed sex. At the same time, sex doesn't fix everything. As you'll see in this video, sex fixes everything, they said, where we challenge that notion. Check out this video, and we'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for joining.